All right, let's see what we got. Hopefully this light's not blinding everybody too much. So I've got an angry male over there. He is not happy. He's been removed from the ladies. Now, this is a little bit smaller bird. And what I'm gonna do, tip him up there, and this is very hard to see. And I could feel the difference. If you look back here, there's a little bulbous there. I can feel it. And when you squeeze it, oh, you see all that foam? Yes, little bitty foam. I can pick it up, lighter bird, vent sex, and you'll notice too the vent is much smaller. I'm trying to get you a better view here, but it's got a little bitty vent. You can hardly see the vent, it's so small. But this is definitely a male, small vent, small size, and foam check. We're gonna put him over here into the right area. Let's get another one. This is a female. I can tell it's a female by the size. Significant size difference. That little guy probably 8 ounces. This girl right here, I might be keeping because she's heavy. Got to be at least 12, 13 ounces, which is what we're breeding for. Now, a lot of people, oh, she's going to give me a hard time and sling a little poop. That's okay. But, calm down, lady. I'm going to flip that, and you know what? She's prolapsing a little bit. That's a telltale sign of a female as well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put her over on the left. Don't have to vent sex her. I'm gonna let her calm down. Because what happens a lot of times, when they first start laying and you're handling them, they get stressed and they push out and the vent comes out a little bit. And a lot of people refer to this as a prolapse. Prolapse is not the end of the bird. I find it very common. Do not stress about it. I put her back down. She'll relax. She'll pull the vent back in. Now, if the vent's pushed way out there, that's when I'm going to get some cleaner, clean my hands, and I might help them a little bit if I see that they're not pulling the vent back down on their own, because I don't want to put them back in the pen with their vent hanging out and get any type of infection. But let's grab another one. Now, this one, I mean, you can see how I'm holding them. Smaller bird. My hands just go right around them. I do have big hands, and you'll get a feel for this as you practice. Now, what we're going to do again here, we're gonna check the vent. As you can see there, it's a small vent. And bam, foam. And all I'm doing is squeezing that little bulbous on their tail. Yeah, I don't. Just something about getting that on my fingers. Oh, and then the easiest check of the day. Grab them when they call. Guess what? Little guy, he pretty much just told us, bam, he like, man, I barely touched him, and he's like, pop. I mean, he got happy, I guess. But very easy to vent sex quail. A lot of people struggle doing it. It's a very simple thing to do. I've got him here in a controlled, brooder. There's another one just called. I mean, he is. See, he's actually a pretty good size. You can see my fingers are spaced apart. He's got probably 9 or 10 ounces. But he just called. And as I'm pulling the tail back, foam comes out. I'm not even squeezing it. Then you squeeze it, bam, right there, foam. Very easy to do. I can continue doing this and keep giving you examples, but it's not that hard to vent sex birds. Now, right here, a little bit heavier bird. See how my hand is giving me a calm down, girl. I'm just about positive this is female, but look how much larger the vent is. Like, you can clearly see a larger vent. That's a female. I know it's a female. Size, vent size. Gonna be a larger bird. It's gonna be a lady. I'm gonna put her down, and she's pooping. But I've done this so many times, but I still can't get up. It's not funny. This is, maybe. Calm down. I'm stressing them. I actually have not handled these birds a lot. And I'm trying to get in here and show you guys that I'm pretty sure this is a male. Yeah, the vent's really small, and right, you can't see it in there. Yep, you can barely see it, but right there is foam. So if you're struggling vent sexing your birds, it's really not that hard. Where I run into a problem is if can't tell. They have a very small vent, and there's no foam, you know, and they might be a mid-sized bird. If I have one like that, and there's no distinctive at 8 weeks, I usually will put them in the bachelor pad and I will cull them. You know, they should be showing some types of signs, but I usually start vent sexing 5 to 6 weeks and separating the birds. This I consider a late sort for me, but it's harder the earlier you try to vent sex them. So what I like to do, like what I'm doing here now, the males that I find, I'll put them by themselves. Plus they're calling and they're separated from the other birds, I notice more males will start becoming more active. Birds that I could not vent sex at a younger age. So, you know, if you've got a bunch of guys over here and they're calling and, you know, they're talking to the other ones, hey man, leave my ladies alone, I'm coming back. The other males, for some reason, get more active. It seems to work for me very well when I do that. And a lot of times I will basically have them sorted out by 6 to 7 weeks. And if I do have, like I said, if I have that 1 or 2 and I've tagged them and I don't know what they are, they're going to be going to the meat fridge. You know, they're going to coal camp, I guess you could say it. Freezer camp. But this is a really easy way to sort your quail if they are not feather sexable. And every once in a while I see people on forums talking about, hey, this looks like a lady, but they got foam. It happens. It's, you know, it's one of those things that happens. It's rare, but it does. I've seen that happen before. So knowing how to properly vent sex your birds really is a key thing. You gotta know it to be able to raise quail. But hopefully this helps somebody out. I'm gonna keep this going. I've got to get these guys sorted out. And guess what? Another male. Tomorrow we're gonna be doing some culling. Got a lot of birds that are gonna be going to freezer camp, and then I'm gonna sort my ladies by weight. I will get a scale out because I usually will keep some of the ladies if they are large, like jumbo, exceeding those expectations, because I'm trying to keep those genetics. But guys, very easy way to vent sex your quail. It's not that hard. It's just trying it, not being afraid, pulling them up. And before I stop, don't ever flip your birds over. If you'll notice the way I'm holding these, I'm keeping them kind of at an angle like this. I never tilt them all the way back or like upside down or even level. I'm holding them like this because if you flip them, they will throw up, and you will, man, you don't like throwing up. I don't like throwing up and gagging on stuff. They don't like it either. So I try not to lean them back and suffocate them. Unfortunately, when I first started, I did this. You know, it's very bad for them. And if you lead them back too far, you're going to find out the hard way like I did, unfortunately. But I'm going to get back at it and get these guys sorted out. And like, subscribe. Hope you enjoy the video. You know, but y'all have a blessed day.